Get ready, time for question.
Dun, dun.
One.
What is it?
Kicking things off, let's talk about sext. Which of these sext messages would a sexting sexton be most likely to send to his significant other? This church graveyard is making me so horny right now. I'm wearing my construction hat and nothing else. My penis is starting to look like a skyscraper I once designed. Player 1. Nuh-uh. Player 2. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. This would have worked. A sexton is a church official responsible for maintaining the church property and performing related duties, such as digging graves. Yeah, and I bet he likes to do it in the rectory.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
It's time for... Sure, the Vice Lords are dangerous, but can they dance? And you just wandered into dis or dat territory. Player 1. Not such a great score there. Why don't you play this dis or dat? I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a gang listed on the FBI's National Gang Threat Assessment or a boy band. If it's a gang, press the square button. If it's a boy band, press the circle button. Player 2, lock in your answer before player 1, because if player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, you steal the cash. Okay, let's move. Backstreet Boys, 10 Mile Boys,
Ah, damn it.
D-Boys, Pop It Off Boys, Boyzone, Hot Boys, Star Boys. You did pretty badly there. I'm sick of boy bands getting all the attention over girl groups. I mean, what's NSYNC got that One Direction doesn't? Those girls are talented and attractive.
Dance with me,
Pretty funny.
Disco 3.
May I introduce Just Trolling? Why were the 3 billy goats gruff so gruff? It's not easy being a baby goat. It's not easy being a lady goat. It's not easy being a boy goat. Or it's not easy being a castrated. Player 2, get out of here! Seriously, get out of here. Player 1.
Fudge. No, it's Billy
Here's
Goat.
what you meant to pick. A billy goat is a male goat. It's not easy, especially since goats don't wear pants and everyone can see your billy goat stuff. Here we have Over Easy in 60 seconds. So recently, I've switched over to only eating cage-free eggs. I was just feeling so guilty about eating eggs from an animal that wasn't allowed the simple luxury of moving around a few inches in a hot, crowded barn all day. In fact, I've been thinking I should extend my cage-free policy to other things in my life, like movies. So tell me, if I only wanted to consume Nicolas Cage-free movies, what film would it be okay for me to watch? Adaptation, Kick-Ass, The Expendables 2, or The Wicker Man? Player 1. Nick Cage was an adaptation, Kick-Ass, and The Wicker Man, but The Expendables 2 is Nicolas Cage-free, making it fine for me to watch. I know going Nicolas Cage-free is the moral thing to do.
I
I'm
got
gonna
the
have
wrong
to find
answer.
some way to supplement my life with all the random screaming I'm missing. Player 2. No, not The Wicker Man! But you can be the Wicker Man or lady with a pair of wicker socks from the 24-hour Wicker store. A tisket, a tasket, your feet will feel like they're in a basket. Today's wrong answer of the game earns you $4,000. Enjoy. And now, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Seen on the cover of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or... Goodness, player 1, you're screwed.
see if
You
you
got
got
5
it.
seconds to give me an answer. Sucks to be
Nope.
you. Well played, Screw Player 2. Want a little more money? Player 2.
Albert
While many
Einstein.
celebrities and world leaders grace the cover of the iconic album cover, Einstein can barely be seen over John's right shoulder. Although, to be fair, if you squint, Ringo sort of looks like a kangaroo. That's round one. Don't forget, all the questions in round two are worth double.
Oh boy.
And I want to see some screwing. You didn't come here to make friends.
Guess you gotta screw me.
Here's a good one. Buzzkill feed. What would be included in a BuzzFeed article, 12 people who are totally named Buzz? A gif of the first person to walk on the moon, a gif of the second person to walk on the moon, a gif of the
I know
third
this
person to
one.
walk on the moon, or a gif of the last person to walk on the moon. Player 2. Buzz Aldrin was the second person to walk on the moon after Neil Armstrong. You also might find him in the BuzzFeed article, 15 people who wanted to murder Neil Armstrong. Player 1.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
How about when you wish upon a dead, shriveled hand? Suppose instead of wishing on a star, Geppetto made a wish using the monkey's paw from the famous short story. What might happen to Pinocchio? He'd come to life for 24 hours, then revert back to a puppet. He'd come to life, then Geppetto would get 6 more wishes. He'd come to life, but there would be terrible consequences, or he would not come to life at all. Player 1.
Swing and a miss.
Player 2.
Damn, you're getting yourself in a hole.
Where's that confounded right answer? In the short story The Monkey's Paw, a couple is given a magical monkey's paw that grants wishes, but every wish comes at a terrible price. That's why I never trust monkeys with wishes. If I ever hire a monkey, it's to dress up in a tuxedo, play the cymbals, and eat bugs out of my hair. That's it.
Follow me down to the sea.
Coming
Crap.
up next, let's get ready to crumble.
Cookie fortune, cookie message.
Okay, for this next question. Oh, great, the lights went out. We could be here for a while. Luckily, I always keep a flashlight, bottled water, and a giant bag of fortune cookies. Okay, let's see what she says. It's better to have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Yeah, obviously. But for which of these characters is this advice too late? A Clockwork Orange's Alex, The Catcher in the Rye's Holden, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest's McMurphy, or A Streetcar Named Desire's Blanche? Players 1 and 2. At the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
boy.
Nest, McMurphy is lobotomized before being mercifully suffocated by the chief. Spoiler alert for a 1975 movie.
Okay, Cookie, the power is back on. Cookie? Cookie?
I'm right behind you, Bob.
Ah, Cookie, don't try to suffocate me with a pillow again. You're lost.
This one's called Wile E. Conspiracy. Suppose Wile E. Coyote is chasing Roadrunner around the Texas School Book Depository building. If he falls out the window from where Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly shot John F. Kennedy, what will you hear? 3 floors worth of a falling sound, then a thunk. 4 floors worth of a falling sound, then a crash. 5 floors worth of a fall. Player 1.
No, I think it was 6 floors.
Player 2. The totally accurate and untainted Warren report claimed that Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository building. Of course, witnesses claim they saw a completely different coyote fall off the grassy knoll down the street, and the Warren report still stands by the ridiculous single anvil theory. Here's one for you. Cinephile dysfunction. Let's say some old guy pops a Viagra and then sits down to watch an insanely long porno. According to the official Viagra website, at what point should he immediately call a doctor if he still has an erection? The 2-hour mark of Dong with the Wind? The 4-hour mark of Dr. Javette? Player 2? Come on, it's not that hard. Player 1. The official Viagra website states that if you have an erection that lasts over 4 hours, you should call a doctor immediately. Hey, it's clear that the old guy from the question isn't me, right? It's some other person. Yeah, it's just totally not me. And that's why it's funny, because it's a completely different person who doesn't resemble me at all. That's good. That's good writing. Step right up to the Jack attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. And don't forget,
Remember the clue.
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Oh, hey, did I ever mention I killed my own brother? Sometimes brothers just don't get along. Good luck.
It's gonna be able. No. No. There it is. Michelle Cor. I have. Okay. I don't know. Scar? Aw, man. Mufasa. Yes. Ah. I don't even know. Ah! Ah! Hey, I got it. Claudius? Clemens? Set, match. Set. Let's see if we can. Yeah.
Player 2 has it!
Oh my god.
Hey, Player 2, I got news for you. If you were trying to lose, you can't even do that well. Here's another late-breaking news item. You don't know Jack!
Dun, 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 dun. What'd you do? You press back? That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. For an hour. No. No. You can play it like however long you want. You just gotta keep restarting it. Marion couldn't